We can take a picture outside also. May I just like to explain the process a little bit to you guys. I have a joint venture with the water board, Karachi Water Board, the switch board, which gives me water anywhere in Karachi at their pumping station. I get free Bijli and free money. That's a big consideration doing water problem. Then now the plant itself is, we get enough water from there. They have a big tank at the back. We just put in the water. Okay? And we push the water up on the tanks on top. The reason for that we have tanks on top is that we have load shedding everywhere in town. So what happens when there is load shedding, I have to compensate for the 2 hours or 4 hours of load shedding. So the water is leaking and it's set on top, so that then when if there is load shedding, at least my customers don't have to go away. Because most of the plants that have been set up, if you've seen some of them, the can board and all that in different, they all run only 2 hours a day because there's no electricity and they don't have storage. Here I have 10 hours a day, storage, pani, everything I have. The basic concept of this is water in Karachi has 2 basic contaminants. Every water has 3 contaminants: physical, chemical and microbiological. These are the 3 contaminants. The physical and the biological we handle. The chemical is okay because the TDS which comes from Indus River. TDS actually means the amount of salt that are dissolved in the water. But that is WHO standard, so you don't have a problem with treating the chemical aspect of water, but the mud and the dirt during the rainy season you find out in your own tank so much less. Yeah. So we treat it for physical and microbiological. Water in Karachi is very contaminated, everybody. I mean, there's no water that is safe in Karachi, anywhere. So we first have a dosing, chemical dosing, and this is called chlorine dosing. The chlorine dosing is everywhere in the world. You have chlorine dosing when there is high contaminants. So we have chlorine dosing, then the water goes through a sand filter. This is to remove the particles, and this removes the particles till about 10 to 20 parts per million. The contaminants are based calculated on parts per million. So we reduce it to about 20 microns. Then we have cartridges which give us up to 5 microns. It clears the water, makes it more perfect and cleaner. This is again cartridges. Then if there's any chlorine or any smell in the water, which would normally sometimes because of sewage contamination you get hydrosulfide smell and not stink smell. This is called as an activated carbon. Activated carbon removes all smelling contaminants. Taste and smell, it refines the smell. Okay? So if there's any residual chlorine also, that also it removes further. Now, what happens normally is that again we filter, we use cartridge filters here, just like we did that, to reduce to 1 micron. Really perfect clear water. As I said, sometimes the virus and bacteria, they collect on the membranes instead of the particles. So again we have protection by ultraviolet. This again disinfects all and cleans the bacteria and the virus. From here we then have these filling points. We have our own cans. These are all food grade cans. They have to be food grade. Cans you get in the market are not food grade. These are food grade, especially so that plastics are not good. Cancer sometimes. The ones that you get in the market, those blue, those are not food grade. These are food grade plastic cans. From here we have the connection points. Also from here what happens is this is when the water goes up, when we send it up after cleaning it, just in case for load shedding, again it comes down and again we pass it just in case any particles collect on top. So it's a very compact system, very easy to handle. Our operators within 3 days they know how to run very well. Now the organizational capacity, what we do is that we don't sell in the market as such. We have members. Everyone in the community must be a member of this.